Episode: The Talk of the Tower. Narrative script. Act 1, Diane's Playground. The midday sun floods the hyper-modern corridors of the Twin Star Group, casting a pristine, bright glow over the creative floors. Diane drifts through the hallways, her walk rhythmic and cool, a bright smile lighting up her face as she soaks in the high-tech atmosphere of the studio. She drifts past a glass-walled editing bay where two producers are hunched over a monitor, their voices intense. "Are Titan and Alex actually at the hub?" one asks, while the other confirms that the internet is in a full-blown frenzy, dissecting every detail of their potential date. Diane slows her pace, a knowing, mischievous smirk curving her lips as she absorbs the delicious gossip. Moving on to the Talent Academy, she slips into a rehearsal room where a coach is winding down a session for 3 young actors. The moment Diane enters, the room goes silent. The coach and the children freeze, their eyes widening in total disbelief. A young actor points, gasping, "It's really her!" Before another rushes forward, starstruck and beaming, Diane laughs, her energy shifting to match their excitement. She drops to their eye level, challenging them to an impromptu acting game. They deliver a flawless, dramatic surprise, and Diane claps, genuinely impressed by their raw potential. After signing an autograph and offering words of encouragement, she waves goodbye and heads for the elevators. As the doors slide shut, her expression softens into a quiet, contented look, her gaze fixed on the numbers as the elevator climbs toward the executive suites. Act 2. The Office Intrigue. Inside the private sanctuary of Sarah Sterling's office, the atmosphere is heavy with hidden intentions. Sarah sits at her desk, picking at a catered lunch, while Kane stands by the bar, pouring a glass of wine. He sets it down near her, his hand lingering on the back of her chair as he mentions the office buzz regarding Titan and Alex's date. Sarah's face darkens with sudden tension. She pushes her plate away, declaring that she plans to scrub every trace of those photos from the algorithm. Kane leans in close, his voice a low, soothing murmur, dismissing the public speculation as simple, foolish fairy tales. Sarah looks up at him, questioning the optics, but Kane reaches out, his fingers tracing her shoulder, as he insists they know where the real power lies. She reaches up, her touch slow and deliberate, as she traces his jawline, a sharp, challenging glint in her eyes. "It's what makes our partnership so profitable," she murmurs. Their private moment is cut short by a sharp noise outside the door. Kane freezes, then storms over and throws the door open, scanning the hall. Finding nothing but empty space, he slams it shut again. Unaware that just 10 feet away, Diane is pressed into the shadows. She waits until the door latches, then breaks into a triumphant, silent grin. She has the truth, and she is already planning her next move to get it to Alice. Act 3. The Bombshell. Inside the cavernous, cold silence of her office, Alice sits alone. The room is bathed in the dim blue light of the city skyline, while her monitors glow with the final signed documents for the Global Tech and Apex sports acquisitions. She lets out a long, weary breath, her shoulders sagging under the weight of her success. The double doors fly open, and Diane bursts in, breathless, bubbling over with the news of Sarah and Kane's romance novel moment behind closed doors. Alice blinks, her confusion quickly hardening into a mask of professional, unreadable steel. She tucks the information away, telling Diane to keep it quiet. It is a card she intends to hold for the right moment. Diane drops the second bombshell. Sarah and Kane are actively scrubbing the feed to erase evidence of Titan and Alex's time at the hub. Alice pulls up the tablet, her eyes tracking the candid shots of their laughter and easy, natural connection. A flicker of raw, quiet longing crosses her face, a profound, aching sense of exclusion. She whispers, "I'm his princess," a ghost of who she used to be. Watching them, she sighs, the exhaustion of watching from the outside finally taking its toll. She taps a command, pinning the hub's location on her wall display, her voice regaining its cool, icy authority. "Grab your coat, Diane," she says, her resolve sharpening. "I'm going to go see him." Minutes later, they emerge into the sleek, silent lobby. Alice pauses before the polished glass, checking her reflection and adjusting her blazer until every line is sharp, perfect, and untouchable. "Time to stop watching," she whispers to herself. She pushes the glass doors open, the chaotic, vibrant roar of the city rushing in to meet her. As she steps out, the CEO mask falls away, replaced by an expression of hunger and absolute determination. Fade out.